So today I wanted to make a video on the cell shaded Optimus Prime. I got this from Showzy's store on a pre-order, and I waited a few months for it to finally show up, and I am not disappointed. I have a few KOs in my collection. Most of mine are official products, but this one, I don't know if it's because of the extra paint or what they did, but it seems that it doesn't have any of the issues of the other KOs. It's not floppy, everything is solid, it holds together well, the paint is solid. I'm not going to transform this. I leave most of mine in the robot mode, but it is very, very sturdy, and I feel like if I did transform it, that there would be no issues with the paint or transformation. Everything is tight and solid. Of everything that I have so far, Optimus Prime wise, and there's a few of them, I would say that this is my favorite. He looks like he did when I was a kid. He looks like he walked right out of the screen, and I'm very glad that I got him. And I know that Showzy store said that I think there's only going to be like 500, so it's a very limited run. And if this is something that you're interested in, I would suggest picking it up, because the video and pictures and everything else does not do it justice. The only issue I did have was one of his antenna was had come off during shipping. The box was completely crushed and destroyed, but the figure was just fine, other than the little antenna, which I was able to loosen this screw right here on the back. Let's see, yeah, that one right there. Pop it back on, tighten it back up, and everything is just fine. So his feet are tight, which I've had some issues with some of the other KOs where the feet are floppy. This one is not. The plastic does not feel as thin and cheap. It's probably just because there's more paint on it than the others. But I cannot stress enough how amazing this looks in person. If I were to only have one Optimus Prime in my collection, I would choose this one, hands down. This is exactly how I remember Optimus looking as a kid, and like I said, if I could only have one, this would be it. Honestly, I don't have anything negative to say, other than there's no way that I could capture on camera how great this thing looks. So if you want one, I'd say get it. If you were thinking about this over something else, like I said, everything else in my collection, this is by far the best. It may not have the, well, if I was going to compare the quality to this one, I wouldn't compare it to other KOs. I would compare it to official release. That's how good everything is on this figure. I usually like to have kind of an unbiased opinion and say, hey, there's something wrong with it, or this, it's great, but like I said, the only issue I did have was the antenna, which super easy fix, and considering how great everything else is on this figure, not a problem for me. There's no overspray, there's not a lot of dripping or whatever from, the other paint colors. They took some time getting this thing out, and it was worth the wait. So that's all I got to say. It's almost perfect. Just like Prime should be.